There's kind of a myth in England that in Ireland everyone is just musical. That you walk around the corner and you hear music. I've never been to Ireland.
Yeah.
But can you describe the scene, the music scene in Ireland?
Yeah, it is a lot of like a lot of the great musicians are sort of come from the traditional background. So trad music is massive here, and anybody who plays trad music seriously is like the best musician of all time. They all have insane chops. They're all like unbelievable. There's a huge amount of that. So I think maybe that's a lot of where it comes from. But like generally day to day, like people in bands and stuff, I think it's about the same as anywhere else. It's more so the trad music scene that keeps people like really in it. And because of that, so many people are very good musicians. Everybody sings. Sometimes they probably shouldn't, but we all give it a go.
Yeah, I've heard Ireland described as the Nashville of Europe.
I think that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the finger picking thing, and it's the just growing up with it being part of the culture, and you know.
Well, you see, a lot of people they learn banjo, or they learn the fiddle, or even the accordion, and like the people that play the accordion, they're nuts, absolutely insane. So
I didn't know banjo was a popular Irish instrument.
Oh yeah, banjo championships everywhere. I know 2 All-Ireland banjo champions. I run into it. If you can't throw a stone, but you're going to head an All-Ireland banjo champion. I don't know how many All-Ireland banjo championships there are, but there seems to be quite a few of them.
What the fuck?
Certainly somebody does not have a monopoly on that title because they're all over the place. But yeah, banjo's a big instrument here, yeah, for sure.
I wonder what the etymology of the banjo is. I wonder if it comes from that part of the world.
Well, I think a lot of
into America from Ireland.
A lot of bluegrass, I think, is sort of derived from Irish and Scottish music. So I don't know when they started sending the instruments home, but they did at some point.
I'm gonna have to find out where the banjo originates from. We're gonna do it right now. I need to.
Looks Scottish to me. The sheepskin. Maybe it's Welsh.
Where does the banjo originate from? It's gonna be so fun if it's from Ireland. Oh. You would never guess.
I feel like it's going to be an Eastern European country, or it's going to be some country I can't name.
It's West Africa.
West Africa.
Yeah.
There you go.
A plucked, stringed, skin-covered, gourd instrument, and then from there it moved around the planet. As with everything, it came from Africa. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Wow.
But there we go.
Yeah. So who were your... I mean, we've already talked about one of your influences when the connection was super dodgy, John Gone, that kind of vibe. But who were the people that really inspired you specifically as a guitar player?
As a guitar player, probably, I don't know how much it comes out in the stuff that I have on the internet, but probably more so in stuff that I'm recording. Probably John Martin. Elliott Smith, big Elliott Smith fan. Love his guitar playing. A lot of like folk. I just love folk. A lot of like Paul Brady, who's a big folk musician from Ireland. A lot of folk stuff. But then also like I like a lot of just rock and like grunge. Like a lot of that early era of grunge. Like that Chris Cornell did. There's a song called Seasons. Like a lot of those like kind of open tuning. That's just one example, but they used open tunings a lot. A lot of that sort of stuff I was really into when I was a kid. So
yeah,
primarily anything like where I don't tune the guitar the way it's meant to be. I love it.
Where a chord is this.
Yeah. Well, it's more so that you can just bash it open and just put your fingers anywhere, and it's like, oh.
Yeah. For me, Chris Cornell was my vocal god. If I could have sounded like anyone, if I could have rolled the dice and got the Chris Cornell 6, that would have made my life so pleasurable and enjoyable.
Yeah, Chris Cornell's amazing. I've seen him live like more than anyone else. I think I've seen him like 5 or 6 times, which doesn't sound like a huge amount, but I think that was every single time he was in Ireland. So
oh well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Did you get the impression that he sang quietly, like he wasn't loud, but just controlled?
Well, I think he does a lot of this kind of I think the like raspy part of his register sounds a lot more pushed than it actually is. It sounds like he's absolutely wailing, but I think he's actually very loose. You can see when he plays acoustically a lot.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was seeing in my head when I was saying that, because when I learned about mixed voice and SLS and all that kind of thing, I was like, it's confusing. I just want to scream, you know. And I went to see Chris Cornell. I thought, wait a minute, he's not loud. He doesn't look like singing loud. He's controlled and fairly. It's all technique and up here, you know.
But he does that. He does a lot of this when he's singing. A lot of this sort of smiley sort of resonance to the face kind of
yeah.
So
and as a singer you can feel where he's projecting that kind of thing.
But that you know, that sound, like, it's not always going to sound cool like that. Like, I think sometimes when you try and do that, sometimes it's like it's either it sounds cool or it really doesn't.
And you know what, it really helps depending on the accent that you sing with. Because I mean, you're Irish. You sing with either an American or an Irish accent. Both of them have similar areas, but as an English guy, I apologize. If I sing with that register, it sounds odd in an English accent, and I can't sing with any other accent than my own. I've tried. It just doesn't. I can't do it.
But I think like Radiohead are the people that I'd be sort of thinking of when I think like English accented singing, where it's like really, really smooth the whole way up the register, and that's how. And I think it's like it depends sort of maybe what way you lean into the way you form vowels and stuff like that. But it's always interesting to hear how like I always feel like when I hear Chris Stapleton is a big one where I feel like his accent is like nobody else could sound like that, because you need that like sort of twang to your accent to make that like high pitched screaming sound class.
It's true. It's a big part of it, and I think in many ways, the American accent is so much easier to sing rock in. It's so much more nasal. You're forgiven for a lot of that tonal stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, for sure.
What do you do for your voice? Do you do lots of warm-ups, exercises, or do you just sing all the time?
To be honest with you, I go through phases where I have to basically relearn how to sound good, because I'll be like doing 6 months of stuff completely unrelated to music, where I will still be playing a lot and I'll still be sort of like trying to come up with tunes, but it's basically just sitting on my couch being like, it's like I'm not actually singing out. And then I'll have like something coming up where I have to sing like on TV or do a gig or something like that. And then I'll be like stood in the house like, oh yeah, I have to put volume behind this. How do I do this? Because it's just a completely different thing. So no, I don't practice as much as I should. There are varying, unfortunately recorded instances of me singing in very different quality, because I haven't been practicing enough leading up to it.
Mate, this is the story of my life. I really feel this, because I'm there right now. I have 2 gigs. I've got one in London, one in Manchester, the 1st and 2nd of October. I haven't sung live in about 2 years, and that was once in 5 years. So I practice for a tour or for a recording, and then otherwise I just sort of noodle around the house singing, you know, bullshit, sweary stuff.
There's something about practice and singing that feels really intrusive to everybody in your general area. It's like there's a couple of things about practice and singing that are difficult. One is like finding a place to actually practice singing that isn't annoying everybody, especially if you've got like because you've got like quite a low voice like me as well. So if you've got a low voice, you've got to sing loud to get anywhere. And so I'm extremely loud when I sing, like extremely loud. And the other thing is that when you're coming back into singing after not practicing for a while, everything sounds shit. And you're really self-conscious about it. So you're like, I don't really want to practice singing now, because I know I'm going to go for that note and it's going to take me a second to find out where it's supposed to be. And it's going to be like, ah!